Welcome, my friends, to a brief journey into a place of great magic and history. We are about to explore the Grand Egyptian Museum, a monument built for monuments. This is not just another building with old things inside. It is a testament to the enduring power and majesty of my country, Egypt. For centuries, our treasures were scattered, hidden in the sands, displayed in museums that had grown too small. Now, for the first time, we have a home worthy of the golden kings and the gods they worshipped. The culmination of a dream, a place where ancient Egypt's story is told in its entirety, with the respect and awe it commands. The importance cannot be overstated. A beacon of culture, a center for learning, a promise to future generations. The Grand Egyptian Museum is the soul of Egypt in a new, brilliant body. Let us step inside and witness its full splendor. First, you must understand where this magnificent structure stands. The Grand Egyptian Museum is not placed by accident. It rests on the Giza plateau in the sacred shadow of the Great Pyramids themselves. From its massive glass walls, you can gaze upon the last remaining wonder of the ancient world. This deliberate placement creates a powerful dialogue between the past and the present. You are standing in a modern marvel of architecture while looking out at the timeless pyramids of Khufu, Khafra, Menkaure. This connection is electric. It makes the history inside the museum feel immediate and real, not distant and forgotten. The museum becomes the gateway to the necropolis that lies just beyond. The building itself is a masterpiece of design, vast and filled with light. Its shape is meant to evoke the rays of the sun god, Ra, spreading over the desert. As you approach, you are greeted by wide-open spaces, grand plazas, clean, modern lines that complement the ancient landscape. Inside, the halls are immense, designed to accommodate both colossal statues and the millions of visitors who will come to see them. The layout is intuitive, guiding you on a chronological journey through more than 3,000 years of history. Clear signage in multiple languages ensures you can always find your way, whether you are heading to a specific gallery or simply looking for a place to rest. This new home for our antiquities is more than just a display case. It is a complete cultural complex, conservation laboratories, a conference center, educational facilities, cinemas, beautiful gardens. It is a living institution constantly working to preserve and understand our past. Now we arrive at the jewel in the crown of the Grand Egyptian Museum, the complete Tutankhamun collection. For the very first time since Howard Carter peered into his tomb almost a century ago, all 5,000 plus artifacts are displayed together in one place. This is an experience that was never before possible. Tutankhamun, the boy king, ruled for only a short time, but his tomb, found nearly intact, gave us an unprecedented window into the wealth and beliefs of the new kingdom. Here, his story is told in its entirety, from the smallest game board to the most elaborate golden shrines that protected his sarcophagus. The undisputed centerpiece is, of course, the iconic funerary mask. To stand before it is to be mesmerized. Forged from over 10 kilograms of solid gold and inlaid with lapis lazuli and other semi-precious stones, it is a perfect image of serene divinity. Its gaze is calm, eternal, and powerful. But do not let the mask overshadow the other wonders. You will see his golden chariots. You will see his ornate thrones. You will see his jewelry. You will see even the linen gloves he wore. Each object tells a story, not just of a pharaoh, but of a young man preparing for his journey into the afterlife with all the provisions he would need. It makes the legend of the boy king feel intensely personal and real. Here is a small tip for your visit. Begin your day in the Tutankhamun galleries. This is the most popular exhibit in the entire museum, and the crowds will build quickly as the day progresses. By going early in the morning, you grant yourself a precious gift, a few moments of relative quiet to stand before the golden mask and the other treasures. You can take clearer photographs and have a more intimate, reflective experience with the world's greatest archaeological discovery. Our next stop is a solemn and deeply moving one. We descend into the Royal Mummy's Hall, a specially designed space that houses the preserved bodies of the greatest kings and queens of the New Kingdom. This is not a place for sensationalism. It is a place of immense respect. Here you will come face to face with the legendary pharaohs you have only read about in history books: Ramses the Great, Seti the Pharaoh, Hatshepsut, many others. They lie in state, housed in climate-controlled cases that ensure their preservation for millennia to come. The atmosphere is quiet, dark, and reverent, encouraging contemplation rather than casual viewing. To walk among these ancient rulers is a profound experience. You can see the features of their faces, the color of their hair, the lines etched by a life lived thousands of years ago. These are the men and women who built massive empires, erected timeless temples, shaped the course of human civilization. Seeing them here, so perfectly preserved by the masterful art of mummification, bridges the vast gap of time. You are no longer just looking at a statue or a carving. You are in the physical presence of history itself. It is a humbling and unforgettable encounter that connects you directly to the lineage of Egyptian royalty. The hall does more than just display the mummies. It tells the incredible story of their journey through history. You learn about the ancient Egyptian beliefs in the afterlife, which drove the complex process of mummification. While the golden treasures and royal mummies often steal the spotlight, the true heart of a civilization is found in the objects of its everyday people. The Grand Egyptian Museum dedicates extensive galleries to daily life in ancient Egypt, and I urge you not to overlook them. Tools of farmers, painted pottery from family homes, colorful garments they wore, toys children played with. These humble artifacts provide a powerful and intimate connection to the past. They worked, they played, they loved, they built families. These galleries tell the smaller, more personal stories that are often lost in the grand narrative of kings and battles. You can see a baker's wooden kneading trough, a fisherman's net, a scribe's writing palette with cakes of black and red ink still intact. There are delicate cosmetic jars used for makeup, intricate board games for entertainment, simple wooden headrests that served as pillows. Standing before these items, you can almost hear the whispers of the past, the chatter of a marketplace, the laughter of children, or the quiet scratch of a reed pen on papyrus. It is in these galleries that ancient Egypt transforms from a remote civilization into a living, breathing community. To make this history even more accessible, the museum has brilliantly integrated modern technology, interactive displays, digital rooms scattered throughout the exhibits. You can touch a screen to rotate a three-dimensional model of a sarcophagus, immersive video presentation reconstructing Thebes, immersive video presentation reconstructing Memphis. This use of technology is not a gimmick, it is a powerful educational tool that helps visitors of all ages visualize and understand the context of the artifacts. It makes history fun, engaging, and easy to comprehend. My simple tip for this section is to be curious and embrace the interactive elements. Do not be shy about touching the screens or trying out the three-dimensional viewers. These tools have been placed there specifically for you to use. One of the most unique and important features of the Grand Egyptian Museum is that it makes the science of preservation visible to the public. For the first time, visitors can look through large glass windows directly into the state-of-the-art conservation laboratories. Here you can see Egyptian experts meticulously working and international experts doing the same. You can see experts meticulously cleaning artifacts, repairing artifacts, and documenting artifacts. You might see a conservator painstakingly reassembling a piece of ancient furniture, or a scientist analyzing the pigments on a coffin fragment. This transparency demystifies the work of archaeology. Watching the conservators at work gives you a profound appreciation for the condition of the treasures you see in the main galleries. You realize that these objects did not simply survive the millennia in perfect shape. They were rescued from the earth, often in thousands of fragments, and brought back to life through countless hours of dedicated labor. Seeing a specialist work with tiny tools and a microscope on a single piece of Tutankhamun's funerary equipment, for example, makes you understand that each artifact is a victory of science and dedication. It is a powerful reminder that heritage is not static. It requires constant care to survive. As your tour concludes, I encourage you to spend some time in the museum's outdoor spaces. The grounds have been beautifully landscaped with gardens that feature papyrus and lotus. Find a bench in the main courtyard or on one of the terraces that offer a spectacular panoramic view of the Giza pyramids. This is the perfect place for reflection. After being immersed in the details of the past, you can step back and contemplate the grand sweep of history. This brings our short tour to an end. Thank you for walking with me through this palace of eternity. I hope this glimpse has ignited a fire in you to come and see it for yourself. The Grand Egyptian Museum is more than a building. It is a promise kept. It is the pride of Egypt and a gift to the world. Please come visit. Walk slowly through its halls, look closely at the details, and allow yourself to feel the magic of my ancestors. Stand before the gold of Tutankhamun, feel the presence of the royal mummies, and marvel at the colossal statues. This is an experience that will stay with you forever, a journey into the heart of history that you will never forget.